So, you're thinking about an MBA. That usually means taking 2 years out of the workforce, right? But what if you could get a top-tier NYU Stern degree in just 1 year, and do it from one of the fastest-growing economic hubs in the world? Well, in this explainer, we are breaking down the Stern at NYU Abu Dhabi 1-year MBA.
An MBA from a top US school. In Abu Dhabi? Yeah, that's a combination that makes you stop and think for a second. How exactly does that work? And maybe more importantly, why does it work so well? Let's dive into the thinking behind this really unique program.
And this is their whole mission statement, right here. Shape the future of business in MENA in just 1 year. And you know, this isn't just some slick marketing slogan. It's a direct answer to the incredible economic boom that's happening in the Middle East and North Africa. The program is literally built for speed and impact, just like the region it serves.
Okay, so what really makes this program stand out? I mean, it's not just the location or the fact that it's only 1 year. It's something that puts it in a whole category of its own in the entire region.
And here it is, the big one. It's the only MBA from a top US business school offered in the MENA region. Now, there are other MBAs in the region, for sure, but this is the only one that comes from a top-ranked American business school. And if you're trying to build a career right at that intersection of Western business strategy and MENA's incredible growth, well, that distinction is everything.
So, when all is said and done, what do you walk away with? First, a fully accredited NYU degree. No asterisks, no small print. It's jointly offered by NYU Stern in New York and NYU Abu Dhabi. But it's way more than just a piece of paper. You get deep, first-hand expertise in the MENA economy, and you're immediately plugged into a global network of classmates from over 24 different countries.
All right, so how on earth do they pack all of that into just 12 months? The program is set up as this intense, transformative journey that actually spans 2 of the world's most important cities. And I want to be super clear here. This is not some kind of MBA light or a condensed version. You are earning the full 54 credits. That's the same academic weight as a traditional 2-year program, just on a much, much faster timeline.
The whole year is laid out like a journey, really. You kick things off with an orientation, then you dive headfirst into 6 really intensive academic modules right there in Abu Dhabi. But here's the key part. You immediately apply what you're learning through hands-on internships with local companies. And then the whole thing comes full circle with a global business module back in New York City.
You can see this whole thing is built with a certain person in mind. It's for those ambitious professionals who don't want to hit pause on their careers for 2 years, but are really hungry for the skills to make a real-world impact, like right now. Okay, so a program this unique is obviously looking for a pretty specific kind of person. So, how do you show the admissions committee that you're the right fit? It all comes down to how you craft your story.
Your story comes through in 3 key parts of the application. 2 of them are pretty standard, what you'd expect. An essay on why this MBA, and a short answer about your interest in the MENA region. But the third one, the Pick 6 essay, you're not going to find that anywhere else. So what in the world is this Pick 6 thing? Well, it's your chance to use pictures instead of just words to show them who you really are. It's how you show the admissions team the person behind the resume, your personality, what you're passionate about, and what really drives you.
How it works is actually super straightforward. First, you just write a quick intro, a few sentences to kind of set the stage for the pictures you're about to share.
Then, the main event. You choose 6 images. These could be photos you've taken, drawings, anything visual that says something important about who you are.
And to wrap it all up, for each of those 6 images, you write just one powerful sentence explaining why it matters to you. It's a really simple but incredibly cool way to tell your story.
All right, so beyond the creative stuff, what are the nuts and bolts? Let's run through the practical application checklist.
You know, with any top MBA, a huge piece of the puzzle is proving you've got the academic chops to handle the coursework. And for this program, you've actually got a couple of ways to do that.
And you've basically got 2 options here. The standard path is, well, standard. You submit a test score, like the GMAT or GRE. But there's also a waiver path. If you already have a really strong academic background or other quantitative skills, you can actually ask them to waive the test requirement.
Now, if you're thinking about that waiver, the process is pretty simple. It's just 3 steps. You submit the request form with your resume and transcripts, write a short 300-word essay explaining why you're ready, and just make sure you get it all in by the deadline.
And then, of course, you've got the rest of the standard stuff to round out your application. Your transcripts, your resume, letters of recommendation, and the application fee. It's all designed to give them a complete picture of you as a candidate.
Okay, so the big question. What's the investment, and what are the next steps if this sounds like the move for you? Let's talk about it. Your future starts now.
All right, let's talk numbers. The estimated total tuition comes in at just over $122,000. And yeah, that's a big number, but it's really important to see it as an investment, not just a cost. So what's the return on that investment?
Well, you're investing in a globally recognized NYU degree. You're investing in specialized, on-the-ground knowledge of the MENA region. You're investing in a powerful global network. And maybe most important of all, you're investing in an accelerated path for your entire career.
So here's the bottom line. If your goal is to be a leader shaping the future of business in the MENA region, there is really nothing else like this program. And a little pro tip, if you apply by the January 8th deadline, you get priority for scholarships. So the real question isn't just if you're ready for this MBA, it's are you ready to help build what comes next?